Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. It's time for the Q&A, where you guys saw my picture posted on my Instagram account, Federico Talks Watches, and you asked your questions. And today I'm going to answer quite a few interesting ones. Everything from what is the best low-key GMT watch to actually travel with? Can you wear vintage Rolex every day? And what exactly am I doing to keep busy during the quarantine? All that and more on today's episode. But of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today, I'm wearing the new watch in my collection, the Formex Essence Leggera. I actually did a video review on this beautiful carbon fiber watch, which I will link below. It's a small independent Swiss brand, and I'm really enjoying it. And also, guys, don't forget to check out delraywatch.com. Today specifically, I posted 16 new watches. Everything from the very rare golden carbon fiber Panerai 140 to a skeletonized Zenith El Primero to a classic Omega Planet Ocean with the orange bezel, and a ton more at delraywatch.com, link in the description below. Anyway, guys, let's get right into the Q&A. If you see me kind of looking over here, I've actually jerry-rigged my MacBook Air on top of my hamper so I can read the questions. Boy, I mean, this kind of quarantine situation, we make do with what we can, right, guys? So the first question is from Damian Ross Real Estate. How often would you buy a watch via e-commerce without having tried it on first? Love the content, keep up the great work. Damien, thank you so much for the kind words. And actually, this question was asked 3 separate times today. And yeah, guys, I mean, full disclosure, obviously, I own an e-commerce watch retail website. So I might be a little bit biased, but I'm going to be honest. The last 3 watches I bought for my personal collection, I bought without trying them on first. Both my Mosers I bought without trying on, and my Girard-Perregaux Laureato I bought without trying on. Now, the Formex technically is my last watch. I did try this on because I got one in for review and I liked it so much I bought it. But honestly, if you've been in the watch world a little bit, you know, a collector, a reader of watch articles, and you can kind of, you know what size works well on your wrist, and you can kind of see the proportions of that timepiece, I think it's a particularly safe bet, especially if you get a pretty good deal on the watch. So I don't recommend everybody buy a watch without trying it on. I think, you know, it's certainly not for everybody, but if you know what fits well on your wrist, or if you just really fell in love with it and you got a slamming deal, hell man, go for it. Henrino, your thoughts on factory diamonds versus aftermarket? Oh man, so unlike a lot of people, I do like diamonds on a watch. I don't think they look good all the time, but I think a watch with diamonds can look pretty good. However, I'm gonna say 99% of the time, aftermarket diamonds are just complete shit. Excuse my language. You know, the manufacturer, like if you buy a Rolex with a diamond bezel, they tell you what quality of diamond they use, and they do their best to set the stones. Aftermarket, I mean, it's just like going to 47th Street in New York or some random diamond dealer. You don't know what quality of stones they're using. The setting work is usually pretty sloppy, and it could really look like crap, particularly if the watch was not designed for diamonds. Now, I'm not going to tell you that every diamond dealer is a crook, and I'm not going to tell you that every diamond center is 2 left hands and doesn't know how to set. Those are generalizations, obviously, but I will tell you in my experience, aftermarket diamonds, usually a big no-no. Alex M, 2113. Hey Fed, love your channel and your content. Well, thank you, Alex. What's your day like nowadays while under quarantine? How do you keep busy and entertained? Well, Alex, I'm lucky to actually be decently busy during this time. You know, we're very much understaffed. I sent my staff home with full pay. However, John and I are working quite a bit from our respective houses. So since we don't have staff, I've got a lot of emails to answer, a lot of watch pricing to look up. I go into the office once a week as well to do the shipping for the orders we get in. I'm communicating with our suppliers, doing the books, and John is making sure the website's up and running, and he's doing a ton of stuff. So actually, I am decently busy. However, I'm not gonna lie, there's also some downtime. I do a lot of what you would expect. I've been catching up on my favorite YouTubers, watching a ton of YouTube, watching and reading way too much news, which isn't really too great for the anxiety levels. Been trolling kind of the watch forums a little bit, kind of looking to see what's for sale and daydreaming about my next piece. Once a day I try and go for a nice little drive. The roads are completely empty in Miami, as you can see behind me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I get on the open roads and I open up the car a little bit. I have a ton of fun with that. But also I'm here with my brother and his wife. So luckily enough, I can have conversations with them. I'm not going to tell you I'm not bored. I am a little bit, but what can we do? I would use this time for self-improvement and inner reflection. Oh God, sound like one of those gurus. Yannick Thibodeau, are you sponsored by Brooks Brothers? If not, you should be. No, I'm not. And Brooks Brothers, if you're watching, I love your polos. I got some in my closet, which by the way, I have like 30 polos. Some of them are over 10 years old and I still wear them. Best polo shirts in the game, in my opinion. Blue Loom, hey Fed, best under the radar travel watches. I keep coming back to the Rolex GMT Master 2, but want something I can wear without becoming a bit of a target for theft. I totally understand that. I love the GMT Master, I love the Batman, I love the Pepsi, but traveling, especially the traveling I like to do, exotic locations, sometimes not the safest countries, I don't want to be wearing a Rolex. And I've been looking for GMT watches all over the place, and I'm going to be honest, there's not all that many attractive ones. I would say my favorite that I found so far is the Zin U2 GMT. Maybe not exactly my style, a little bit too rugged, but a fantastic watch, easy to use, and by a company I actually like. If not, I've been toying with the idea of a Tudor Pepsi GMT, but then again, I don't adore the styling, and Tudor is still a little conspicuous, so not kind of the easiest to go with. If not, I was thinking of an IWC UTC. Yeah, expensive watch, but not everybody knows what it is, and I think you can get it for a pretty decent price. Imagination, big fan of the channel and the store. Keep it up and stay safe. Thank you, man, and you too. Are vintage Datejust 1601s or 5-digit references reliable daily drivers? Well, I think they can be. They're excellent watches, but they are still vintage. I would wear them every day, as long as you keep a couple of considerations in regards to it being vintage. Keep it well away from water, and expect a little bit of variance in the timekeeping. But I absolutely think you can wear it every day. I just think just got to be a little bit more careful than usual. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give a thumbs up if you do. It really does help. And please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any content. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.